We have new information on that Whataburger worker accused of stealing a customer's credit card info to pay her court fines. Police have given her a week to turn herself in, but they learned she has since fled the state. As Fox 5's Doug Evans reports, since her story hit the news, she wants a second chance to surrender.
Sonoy police tell me that 25-year-old Alifa Sumter wants a do-over when it comes to turning herself in. The internet has already dubbed the Whataburger worker one of the dumbest criminals after she allegedly used stolen credit card information from a drive-through customer to pay her own court fines. Police say back in January, Sumter was working the drive-thru at this Noonan Whataburger. A customer reported to Sonoy police that his credit card information was used to pay $400 in fines at the Coweta County State Court Probation Office. Investigators say they simply searched whose fines got paid. They say it was Sumter, and her info revealed she worked at Whataburger. They asked the victim if he'd been to the burger joint. They say he said yes, he had. And he later picked her out of a lineup. Coweta County took out a warrant for probation violation. Sonoy police took out felony warrants for identity theft and credit card fraud. Keep in mind, Sumter's probation was just for misdemeanor pot possession, so things have escalated significantly. Authorities gave her until Friday to turn herself in, but they say she didn't. On Monday, they learned she'd skipped the state. After her story appeared on Fox 5 and on social media, seemingly everywhere, police say she contacted them, asking to turn herself in on Wednesday.
She's taken quite a hammering on social media. She made a mistake. She's not an awful person, but obviously made a bad mistake, and hopefully she'll learn from it and move on. Am I confident she's going to turn herself in? No, but we'll see.
Police say they have good reason to be skeptical, but they say they also don't mind giving her another chance to do the right thing. In Sonoy, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
What's up, y'all? So, just talking about, dumb criminals. Some people just do some dumbass shit. And this girl did something that wasn't that bright. She only had a misdemeanor. And she changed it to a felony because she stole someone's wallet and then paid her court fees or her probation fees or whatever it is with that, with the stolen credit card. Now, I understand that she wanted to get her fees paid, so that's a cool thing. But why would you use a stolen card to pay for your court fees or your probation? I mean, that just doesn't make sense. Good for her for wanting to pay her fees. And that's actually almost like it's a call for help. She's actually calling for help. She doesn't know any better. All she knows is my court fees are paid. She's not understanding that she just did bait car because something was put in front of her. And she, instead of having integrity, she took that card and did whatever she did with it and then used it. But one thing is, you work at the place that you took the card from. Another thing is, you paid your own probation. I can understand if you was paying probation for like your boyfriend or something and you was like, fuck that, I ain't using my own money. But you're going to pay your own probation with the credit card that you stole. Now they're saying that she's going to turn herself in because she went on a run. She should have just ran on a run. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You already did enough. But no, I'm just playing. Maybe you should have just turned yourself in, but you wouldn't even have to be doing no time. And then on top of that, you only had a misdemeanor. Now you have a felony because you stole somebody's card to pay your court costs. It's going to be kind of funny to see what the judge says. Okay, so you're in here because you were paying a fee that you owed us with something that you stole from somebody else. This is a cry for help. And I actually feel bad for the girl. She wasn't taught right. You never know who her parents were. You don't even know if she has parents. She might only have a mother, or she might be a foster child. Who knows? But I feel bad for her because she was really trying to do something right by doing something wrong. And it's all wrong, and that's how we look at it. But the fact is, she was trying to pay her fee. She didn't take the card and buy some new jeans or something like that. She took the card to pay something that she probably couldn't afford. And people probably think because she got a job, she can afford it. But she's probably making minimum wage. And shit, it'd be hard for me, and I make $65,000 a year to manage money sometimes, because shit happens. You can have a good week where, everything is going well, and then something happens, and now this extra money that you had on the side, you had to spend for something else. So this is a cry for help, and I feel bad for the girl. So I'm not on here to talk shit. I'm just on here to review what's going on in the world and to let you guys know, don't you fucking judge. No, I was just lying. But y'all can judge if y'all want to. It was a stupid thing that she did, but I wouldn't have done it. I would have, paid my fees the way that I had to pay them, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? I actually had an idea for a show, and it's actually going to be on this channel, so everybody will know where this show came from. But I wanted to do a show for cops, and it's going to be almost like a bait car for cops. So, and I wanted to call the show Bait. And the way that the show was going to go is I wanted to put cops in a situation where they're going to just fuck up, like pull over somebody and, violate their rights. But we're going to have the cars, or whatever the situation is, it's going to be having cameras everywhere that the cops are not going to know about. So we're going to see them do some old fucked up shit with the opportunity. And just like they used to do on Bait Car, where they throw the car out there for the opportunity for the people to come and steal it. I want to do a show called Bait, and it's going to be for the cops. And we set up a car has all the insurance, registration, and everything, and let them violate somebody's rights and see what happens. So, sometimes if something is put in front of somebody's face, they're going to do something that they're not supposed to. When I was growing up, I have never stole anything. I was always nervous and scared. But I got friends that will walk past a house or something, and they'll see a bike, and they'll be like, I'm about to go take that bike. And out of nowhere, they'll just take that damn bike. But I was never brave enough to do that. I was never brave enough to steal from a store. I'm just not a thief. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fucking steal from you. I'd rather take from somebody than steal, just to be honest. With you knowing I'm taking this shit from you. But I'm not going to steal the shit from you. So, when the opportunity comes and people do certain things, it's because, the opportunity was there. So, look out for my show. It's going to be called Bait. And let's see if I can come out with it before somebody else steals my idea, because they got more money than me and they're looking at my show right now. But y'all know right now that I was the first one to come up with it. It's called Bait. And we're going to trap some of these fucking police officers out here doing stupid shit, like violating our rights. Because I know when I was younger, I got my rights violated a few times. But I think they're a little easier now when it comes to pulling people over, because I was born and raised in New York. So they had that stop and frisk where you just walk in and they'll just jump out on you with guns drawn, and they're just checking you and stuff like that. And I've had friends run, and just all types of shit. But they're not legal to do that shit. You have the right to walk down the street and be who the fuck you are, especially if you ain't doing nothing wrong. So, they're supposed to, if they want to stop you, they're supposed to stop you. And they can ask you whatever the fuck they want, but it's your right to say, man, fuck you. I'm going to go see my girl or something like that. I don't have to give you no information because, you're not God. And it's my right to be minding my own business. If I'm not doing nothing illegal, don't fuck with me. So, but thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for this girl that made bad decisions. It'd be cool to be able to talk to her and say, look, that was a bad decision. You got to think smarter next time so you don't got no damn felony. Because it ain't cool to walk around with a felony. If you're already making minimum wage What do you think a felony is going to do to your job search? People are going to see that you have a felony, and it's just not cool. So thank you for watching once again. Hopefully she doesn't get into too much trouble. Hopefully she turns herself in. Hopefully you guys subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.